This is Blessed Mabuba School, which is located at Ihumwa in Dodoma City. Dodoma City is the 60th city in Tanzania, which was recently mentioned to be the city. And today at Blessed Mabuba, we are meeting the school's head mistress, who is going to tell us a little bit about this school.
Get to know the Blessed Mabuba Primary School. This school is in Tanzania, in East Africa. It is located in Dodoma, the capital city of Tanzania. It is 18 kilometers from the city center. That means it is in the outskirts of the city. It started in the year 2012. It started with 2 children who are here up to now. The first one is now in class 6. Of course, they were my children. And right now, the population is, we have 119 boys and then 130 girls. That makes a total of 249. This school is a day school and it is a mixed school. That means it has boys and girls, and it is also integrated. It takes the normal kids and even those ones who have, we can say, the impaired, like those ones who has hearing impairment, the minor ones, they are also integrated in the school. Right now we have 3 kids of such kind. And also we have 13 teachers and 16 non-teaching staffs. This means the aunties, the ones who cook for us, we call them aunties. The drivers, we have 5 drivers. And the gardeners, we have 3 gardeners, and the watchman. That makes a total of 29 staff.
Starting this school wasn't easy, and we are experiencing a lot of problems, ups and downs, and the headmistress is now going to tell us what she has achieved so far as of now.
What made me thought of starting a school, I came to Dodoma in the year 2009, and what brought me here was college. And I was married by then. I had a young kid who was 2 by then. And every time I took a caretaker, I realized they don't know how to read and write. So I discovered most of the kids were not taken to school. Then I tried to orientate myself, what makes parents not take kids to school. One of the factors was that the kids were taken to school at a very old age, that is 9 years, 10 years, and they were already orientated to hard work, that is farming, and most of them were not having interest. And also the parents were not enforcing them to go to school. So I thought of starting a daycare where we can start learning at very tender age, and I started a daycare. Of course, I started with my 2 kids. Many people did not know that there was a school. And remember, I didn't have building, so I rented a house. I partitioned the sitting room. It was one of the classes. And the bedroom, each bedroom was a class, and one bedroom was an office. So I used the flyers, I used the brochures, I used to go and advertise myself in churches. I wrote posters and hung them all over. And most of the parents now were interested to see what is this going on. So they keep on coming. Some used to come, and when they find there is nobody in class, they just go away. But as time goes by, and as they also observed the way the kids were improved and they were changed, they decided to bring their kids. And at the end of the year, now the kids had increased, and most of them were now demanding for a little school and not a daycare. That's when I thought of a school. Things were now hard to move very fast, because now here the kids want to go to school. We don't have classes, we don't have facilities. Now we started thinking in school perspective. That's where the idea of starting the Blessed Mabuba Primary School started.
So although the headmistress has struggled, has achieved this, what you have already seen, there are still some things that she would like to be seen in her school. And now she's going to explain to us what she's expecting to be happening at the school, and what she's looking forward to be happening in the school, and what she admires the school to look like in the near future?
After 1 year of operation, now we had to tune our brains to start a primary school. Now things were to move very, very fast. So many things to be done at the same time. So there were shortcomings and there were now achievements up to today. Maybe I would start by talking with the achievement. I managed to build classes. I was building the classes every year. I started with 30 classes, initial classes, and up to now we have 12 classes. Of these classes, one of the class, we are using it as the office. We have partitioned one of the class and we are using it as an office, the director office, my office, and as a staff room. So we don't have an administration block up to now. We also build toilet for both boys and girls. We have 12 toilets. The 6 for the girls, 6 for the boys. 5 are the normal toilets, and 1 is a special toilet for the hard-capped. So far we don't have any kid who is hard-capped. So we have managed to put the floor, to put the sinks, to put the water system. Although the water system is not ready, we have just put the tank for accommodating the water. We have bought the water tanks, but the system of getting the water from the water source to the toilet, it's not yet. We also achieved by buying the minibuses. We had 6 minibuses, but 1 is not operating for now. It has a breakdown, but 5 are operating. We started with a small one. That one, we started with it. I remember we had kids who used to sit behind there. Then we added 1. Slowly, each year we add 1. So right now we have 5 that are operating. We also managed to buy resources like tables. Although for the preschool we are using the plastic tables, and for the upper, in most of the classes we have put the desk, although they are not enough because the population is growing very fast, but the resources are not as we expect them to be. Another achievement is the digging of the borehole. Ihumwa does not have water supply. We have also managed to drill a borehole. It is the main source of water that we are using in the school, in the kitchen, toilets, and also in our farms for agriculture, where we are getting vegetables for the school. So the borehole is 135 meters deep. We also managed to purchase the land, and of course we have the title deed, which is 8.43 hectares. So it is a big area that we can expand in future, and those are some of the achievements at least we have done from the year 2012 up to date 2018. Our source of energy, we are using an old-fashioned generator. This is because we don't have electricity here, and electricity is far. Getting the electricity to the school to need a lot of money, so we use this. I would call it an old-fashioned generator, but it is very helpful to us. It is pumping water 300 meters from the source up to where we are having the water reservoirs. That is the water tank, and from the water tank we use the water for all the uses in the school. I said we have 12 classes. They have been plastered so far, although we have not managed to put the ceiling board and also to paint and write them, not yet. This school has a lot of benefit to the society that surrounds us. And one, it has created employment. Remember, most of the people have not gone to school, they are not educated, and therefore all the work that we do here, most of the members come from around, the non-teaching staff, the cooks, the gardeners, the watchmen. We have also mobilized most parents, and they now understand the benefit of giving equal opportunity to both boys and girls, unlike it was earlier when they work and they earn some money, they have seen other kids educated and have changed. Now they feel like they also need to take their kids to the school. So you'd find the number now has increased of those numbers who have been enrolled every year from 2, and every year we enroll the number that is not less than that, the enrollment. We also provide water. This borehole, in Huma area, we don't have water. So this water, the local people use water. They come and get water for their domestic use and also for the animals. So this school has a lot of benefit to the society. And these are those ones that are direct. We have others that are indirect, but these ones are the major direct benefits that the Huma society and Dodoma in general are benefiting from the school. Despite all the achievement we have done up to now, we still have a long way to go. Now what is ahead of us is number one, getting away of getting an administrative block. Like I said earlier, we separated one of the class, we partitioned, that is what we're using as our administration block. So we need an administration block that would accommodate the staff room, the director's office, the academic office, the examination officer office. That is what is ahead of us. We also need to accomplish complete the classes. The classes, those ones that don't have the window panes, we fix the window pane. And especially now it is very cold, they are very crucial. We need to fix the cupboard and the shelves in classes, just like the way you saw some of the books are down, others are on the chairs. There we need to fix them. We also need to put the ceiling board. So far we have a lot of disturbances from one class to another. We need to reduce the noise by putting also the ceiling board. Those are the classes. The toilets are not yet complete. We have to fix the doors. We have to put the ceiling board for the toilet and also those flushing apparatus. And we also put the water so that we can get water direct. We don't need to carry water from a distance, and we put it in the toilet. We need to have a modern kitchen. Our kitchen, it is not satisfactory at all. That is a temporary kitchen. Sometimes you would find it is not hygienic, and we need a clean, hygienic kitchen that would also use less energy. So far we are using the firewood. Would love a kitchen that would use, if possible, biogas or electricity. If not electricity, modern jikos that are less economical. We need to improve on our transport system. I said earlier that all the pupils come from 3 kilometers and at most 30 kilometers, and almost all of them have to come with the school buses. So our school buses need to have better off school buses. And I would say this is where we have a lot of challenges, because once you don't make the transport system effective, it affects all the other branches. We need to establish a library. We don't have any. The kids are learning from their classes. Those is the library, and establish books that would build their learning and their reading skills. We also need to have a playing ground apparatus. We have a big compound, but we don't have any amusing items for the kids. The swings, the slides, and all other things that would make kids relax and enjoy and love the school. The kids are also feeding from their classes because we don't have a dining hall. We need a dining hall so that during their lunch they can eat comfortably. We also need to have a hall where we can accommodate all of them. When we have a get-together, maybe when we are getting together for a meeting or for a concert or for debates, we normally use a class. And now we are using a class because the population is not much. But as we proceed and with the population, we will not be able to use a class. We need a hall where we can use for our other uses. We need to establish a boarding school. Most of the kids are coming from very far, and others need to come to our school. They want to come to our school, but because they are coming from a distance, we cannot accommodate them. We need to establish hostels and for the boarding, and especially for the examination class. It is very crucial for them because they will have longer time to orientate themselves in the learning process. We need to establish a computer room, and this one, I would say it is even late. We need to do it as fast as possible. We are having only two computers, one for the school, but one isn't for the head teacher. And the kids are learning ICT. They learn ICT from standard 3. Standard 3, it is basic, but once it gets from standard 4, standard 5, standard 6 up to 7, it needs computer. And of course, with the modern world, we need the kids to learn computer. So we don't have computer room. That one is way ahead of us. And also we need computers so that the topics can be understood well and the kid can learn at ease. As far as other projects are concerned, because we have a big plot of land, right now we are doing the horticultural agriculture. We get all the vegetables of the school in our garden here. But now we are using a lot of energy to learn the garden. So our way ahead is getting apparatus that would help us operate at ease. Apparatus like the sprinklers, because we have the source of water, but we don't have ways of getting that water in the gardens. We are also intending to get a tractor. We get a tractor, it will be easier. We can cultivate because that piece of land is quite big. And if we can also build a granary so that when we harvest, if it is harvest time, we can keep our crops there and we use them, because the school, we use food throughout the year. So when it is harvest time, we can also get some from the garden. If we can buy others at a cheaper price, then we keep, so that we can reduce the cost of learning the school. That is all about the great blessed Mabuba from Tanzania. We would like to welcome you to Tanzania. We like friends, we'd like to get partners, we'd like to get volunteers. If they would like to come and get the exchange program, you learn from us. Just like the way we are learning a lot from you. But if there is any charity or there is any NGO or government and you have seen our shortcoming and maybe you can lend us your hand in any of the place, we'll really appreciate. We'll really appreciate, and we'll be happy if you would get a person who is willing to support us in one way or the other. Thank you for taking your time to watch this video. Karibu Tanzania, that is to say welcome to Tanzania.
Now that you have seen this video and you've seen all what the headmistress has talked to us, we'll be very happy to keep in contact with you. Do we have our contact information that are passing there on the screen? Please be free to follow those contacts and be free to contact us anytime.